Okay, welcome back. Last time we made our way through the dream world and woke up Principal Oishi. We woke up Principal Oishi, Vice Principal Hanya, Tamaki, Tadashi, and Nurse Natsumi. And then, as a reward for doing so, we got 2 of the 12 mirror shards that we need. So today the plan is, quite simply, I want to finish off the Hypnos Tower. Will I actually manage it? In terms of amount of time, yes. In terms of will I be able to win the boss fight, that one may be a little bit more up in the air. But, well, we'll see what we can do, won't we? And by that I mean, I just really hope I can. But honestly, I know for a fact I'm going to need to be a higher level than I currently am. Fortunately, I have 2 or 3 more floors of this dungeon to get through. So, honestly, I'm just going to put another point in dexterity. So yeah, hopefully we can manage to get through here today. But at some point, I don't know, I might end up having to do some more grinding. I hope I don't, but anything could happen. Also, I should probably just, wait, what did Death Touch even do? That did a ton of damage, that's what it did. Okay, Love Whip doesn't do much to my main party members. So let's just Rakukaja again. One thing I will say that I do greatly appreciate in this game is I love the simple fact. Just one very, very simple little thing. All buffs appear to just instantly be for the entire party. Like, I cast Rakukaja there and it worked on everyone. But yeah, I think in general I want people to be like level somewhere between like 15 and 17, I think. Ink sounds about right for this first boss. To be totally honest, I don't remember what level I was the first time I played this, or even the last time I played this. Okay, so hopefully I can just get through this without too much hassle, but hey, anything could happen. And if nothing else, I would like to at least, get everyone's personas kind of maxed out in terms of their abilities. Also, I should probably actually note another thing about personas in this game, because I've been kind of going through this dungeon for 2 episodes now and haven't mentioned it yet. SP costs in this game are not tied to the spells. SP costs in this game are tied to the personas themselves. So, for example, all of my personas, Eriko, Yukino, and Naria, their base personas all have SP costs of 4, so all of their spells cost 4 SP. Ayase's persona all cost 8, Hidehiko's all cost 7. Obviously, the further we get into the game, the further into the game I get, I will see personas that have way, way higher SP costs. And this also plays into a little thing with affinities later on, but honestly, I don't need to worry about affinities until I start actually fusing things, because realistically, well, I don't need to worry about it, because if I'm not fusing anything just yet, I don't need to worry about affinities. But I'll go through it in a little bit more detail, I think, when I actually start fusing stuff. But basically, everyone has affinities with different arcana, and the better the affinity, the better the effect you get. And pretty much, if you have a bad affinity, I think you have to pay more. Yeah, I think your SP costs go up if you use a persona with an affinity that you have. Sorry, if you use a persona of an arcana that you have a bad affinity with, I think it costs more. That's the combination of words I was looking for. Also, I think this should probably just get through most of these. Bind is honestly kind of Bind is a status element that I didn't really think much about until I played SMT1, and then I realized, oh wow, this is very annoying to deal with. Fortunately, we aren't in too much danger from it, but hey, it's definitely, it could get annoying very quickly if I had to leave it for a long period of time, let's just say. Also, I don't mind just leaving an auto battle on so I can, a few more spell casts will get some more points on it. Also, I have more than enough time here. Like, I've only spent a quarter of my maximum time in this tower, and we are pretty much at the end. But obviously, oh wait, Naria is like on Naria is on like less than half health. Maybe I should probably do something about that. But on the plus side, once again, I can kind of blast everything out of the way here. Mighty Wave just kills those two straight out. But unfortunately, this is one thing I will say that's potentially a negative for... I will say that's one potential negative for the way the game distributes EXP. Sometimes you will just want to have someone... Like, periodically, you might just want to have someone basically sit a fight out just so they don't get as much EXP as everyone else. Okay, we need to take out these basketballs. We need to fight the basketballs. And, honestly, if we take out this cockatrice at the front, we should be totally okay. And Mighty Wave should hit all three of those. Will Ice be good against a basketball? Let's find out. Nemhane hits level 7. Well, rank 7. Is that Nemhane on... Maybe it's Nemhane. Or is it Nawan? I don't know how to pronounce it. Anyone who knows how to pronounce these things, please correct me on how to pronounce these. Because I know that there's like Sawan, which is Samhain, with other way around, but whatever. Yeah, I'll be honest, I know that it's a thing, and I'm bad at pronunciations on things. And we just got ambushed, but hey. Also, what is up with this demon design? Like, did it just walk, like, did this walk out of, like, the 1980s? Actually, that would make sense, because the first Megami Tensei game did come out in the 1980s. I mean, to be fair, so did the books, the Digital Devil Story books. Actually, I watched the Digital Devil Story OVA back in, like, October, I want to say. Yeah, it's not very good, but to be fair, that's also, to be fair, it's, like, it is a 40-minute OVA from, like, the 1980s that tries to condense a 400 or so page book down into 40 minutes. It also probably doesn't help that I just don't like Akemi Nakajima. Like, there's just so many things about the character of Akemi Nakajima that I just don't like. But hey, if I ever do, at some point, no, I'm not gonna say that. I was gonna say, at some point I might do the original Megami Tensei on here, or at least the kind of Super Nintendo remake, and then I can just immediately fault better of it, because just like, that could be a miserable time. I mean, to be fair, there's a few things in a few games I want to play that would possibly fall into the category of a miserable time, but hey, we'll get to those when we get to those, won't we? Also, that is a really good weapon for Ayase. Okay, it's not an amazingly good weapon for her, but, like, it's a massive improvement on what she currently has, I think would be a better, more accurate statement for that. Okay, fantastic, we got Preemptive Strike, which means I just got that just means I got a full free turn here. And also, that didn't quite go as I'd hoped. But if I can take out the back line here, which I can, I should now be in a good position, because now I can just beat up these things without any real hassle, and they shouldn't realistically be able to do anything to stop me. I say realistically, because I know my luck, I'll find a way. Actually, you know what, let's try shooting one. Let's try shooting this thing, because I've just realized I've had, like, gun equipped for ages. I think both Hidehiko and Ayase naturally have guns on them, because I assume they took them from Nanjo. Also, Naria goes up to level 13. Wow, he is definitely lower on levels than I would have liked. Let's put another point into Vitality, I suppose. But yeah, so pretty much, those two have guns, but no one else does. So one of the first orders of business for me when I actually get back to the... Weeks of Death and Curse, okay. One of the first orders of business for me when I actually get back and can buy stuff. Like, when I can afford stuff, one of the first orders of business for me, 100%, is get guns. Is acquire guns for the rest of the party, because I will need them in the future. And by that I mean, there's a good few enemies in the game that are weak to gun, and realistically, one thing I remember from my previous playthroughs of this game is that actually just having the guns available at all times is so helpful. Also, can I just change Wait, what did I do? I clicked the wrong thing, that's what I did. I mean, it could have gone worse. Wait, auto-act. Oh! Oh, that's what you can do. You can basically make a custom one. That... Okay, that's actually kind of interesting. Let's just run this back, because realistically we can finish this fight this turn. And that should finish from off here. Palimpa isn't going to do anything, but that's not too big of a deal. I do kind of wish it would... I do kind of wish if you, like, if you autoed... I do wish if you kind of autoed a heal, it would just kind of go to whoever has the lowest health. But I also guess that it would be probably a giant pain to code. I don't know... So, full disclosure, I know little to nothing about coding, so feel free to correct me on me. What the hell is this thing? That's Gandharva. Okay, it looks very different to how I remember it looking in, like, every other game, but whatever, I suppose. Okay, let's just get rid of these guys. I don't know, these things look kind of more like... I don't want to say they look more like satyrs here, but that's probably because I don't remember what a satyr looks like. Either way, let's just kind of get rid of them. Okay, they resist ice, good to know. They have Zeo, they're weak to blast, they are resistant to fire, they resist wind, and they absorb electricity, but Crimson Sublimation is now an ability we have on Vesta. So let's just try regular hits and see how that goes. Okay, they definitely don't resist swords. Also, Hidehiko, I don't know. Maybe I'm just overreacting on this, but I feel like Hidehiko gets an awful lot of crits. What is a faux shard? I think that's how it's pronounced. Is it I know it's a weapon, but what? Okay, it's for Hidehiko, so let's compare it. Hits 2 to 4 times. It's less accurate. It's way weaker, but it always hits 5 times. I'll keep the Mard gear for here for now, I think. But that sounds like it could potentially be useful. However, unfortunately, unlike in Persona 3 where Minato can use basically whatever, like, he can use anyone's weapons as... Okay, sorry, slight correction. He can use anyone's weapons with the sole exceptions of Aigis and Koromaru. Like, he can use everyone's weapons aside from those two for whatever reason. Like, I get why he can't use Aigis's. Like, Koromaru just has, like, regular knives and daggers and stuff. I don't know why he couldn't use those. Anyway, yeah, unlike with those, Naoya is kind of locked in. He has his one weapon type. That's a weird alignment for these things to pop up in. So, but this is Yamotsu Shikome in this game, apparently. And Mighty Wave destroys them in one. Mazan is resisted. Maragi is not resisted. Magaru finishes them off. Fantastic. And we got a Silver Prayer Wheel, which also Eriko goes up level 15, which is kind of nice. This is promising for me. Because, okay. Yeah, we have until that hits the hour, so I think I could... If I really needed to, I could probably walk up and down this tower like another 3 or 4 times before I ran out of time. Honestly, though, I think we should be good to go here. Let's just go for... Honestly, that should probably be enough. I'll have Eriko heal Ayase, just, you know, keep time. Just keep time kind of going on over, you know, in the interests of time. And also... sorry, I've forgotten what I was going to say. But yeah, so, unlike in Persona 3 where the protagonist can use basically any weapon, Naoya is kind of locked in on one-handed swords, so he uses the same weapons that Eriko does. As similarly in Persona 2, Maya uses her guns, but Tatsuya uses two-handed swords, and Tatsuya uses two-handed swords, and he is locked in on that for the entire game as well. Also, I really need to start giving Yukino some more EXP here, because realistically, she is falling behind. And I don't really want anyone to fall behind too badly. Because, you know, I would quite like to be able to have everyone be at least useful to me in a fight. So I guess I'm going to have Ayase just... Actually, maybe I should do this. Have everyone else just do kind of like buffs and stuff. And now we have Yukino just spam out Crimson Sublimation and get rid of these enemies. But yeah, this is basically how I go about doing grinding most of the time in this game. I will just kind of have everyone else kind of just mess about for a bit, and then have the one person I need to get levels actually kind of just sit at the back and do the actual fighting. And on the plus side for me, Nike has reached maximum rank and has learned Eastern Impact. And Crimson Sublimation hits pretty hard, and now Yukino gets, honestly, way more EXP there, but less than I would have liked. But hey, to be fair, she has been kind of falling behind for most of this dungeon so far, so I can't really question why that's happened. Now, if nothing else, I do want to see what Eastern Impact does. Crimson Sublimation will also hit the Hanya. I might as well go for Love Whip on that. And then Eriko does... Okay, that does medium blast damage in an area. That's not bad. However, let's have Eriko just throw a Rakukaja up, and then we also throw out a Stun Needle, I suppose. If nothing else, that does good damage. And Blindness status effect is a bit of an annoyance. Paralysis means Naria isn't going to be able to move this turn. Good to know that Nue is weak to whip damage, I suppose. And let's just keep doing it this way, I suppose. Because Naria isn't going to get dropped by anything just yet. He has enough health, I think. Honestly, I don't know how many times I can cast Rakukaja. I imagine it does stack, just like in... I imagine I can stack up to a certain number of times. But I don't think it wears off after a certain number of turns like it does in Modern Persona. But I might be completely wrong on that. Technically, not even in Modern Persona, in Modern Megami Tensei. Okay, this is the boss room, so I don't want to go in there just yet, because I want to quickly go into this little side room as well. And these are Nekomatas. It's kind of weird seeing them being, like, kind of teal, aqua-y skinned, I guess. I don't know, they normally appear very different in, like, every other game in the series, and wow, I can only hit one there, fantastic. Also, I really hope these things are not weak to fire, because if I can just get a lot of EXP out of these, that could be fine. Actually, you know what? No, I suddenly wish they are... yeah, I suddenly hope they are weak to fire, because that's a Tarukaja, and that could be very bad for me. On the plus side, okay, that maxed out and learned Spin Kick. Let's go. We love a bit of Spin Kick damage. If nothing else, Eriko won't get EXP for this. Honestly, realistically, I probably need... realistically, I probably need Ayase to get less EXP, but hey, that should be a good chunk. That's a pretty good amount, yeah. Okay, so let's quickly open up all these and see what we have. We've come pretty far up. I think we're near the end. I better get psyched to what's coming. I'm so tired. Sheesh, isn't there like an elevator around here? Fortunately, we didn't fall asleep. Let's stay cautious and press onward. Gah, I'm so tired, for crying out loud. Can't we take a little rest? So we found 5 life stones, an amethyst, a strike tail, a chakram, and a sonic blade. So, let's see what we have with these. A sonic blade, I assume I can't use, because I assume that must be a two-handed sword. Okay, that is just a straight upgrade. That's pretty good to have. Wait, what does the strike tail do? Strike tail can inflict shock with higher damage and higher accuracy. Let's go with that. Eriko still can't get anything better than this, I don't think. And I think Hidehiko is also kind of locked in on these, okay. Well, let's quickly patch everyone else up, if nothing else, because I do have a boss fight that I'm about to start. Which, honestly, I'm probably... how close is everyone to leveling up, actually? Naria is 1 fight away from a level up. Yukino might need a couple. Okay, I'll go into... I guess I'll just run back and forth until Yukino levels up. I think these things are just weak to physical. I'm not really too bothered about who gets a massive amount of EXP here. Because honestly, hey, if it takes a little bit longer for Yukino to level up, then maybe everyone else gets enough EXP. Because I will be totally honest, I am not very confident in my ability to currently win this fight. But hey, we'll see how it goes. Because I'm just going to get Yukino that level up, and then we should be good to go, I think. Let's go Dexterity, Strength, Agility. Because I think Agility could come in very handy. And let's quickly patch, let's patch Eriko up real quick. You know what, I'll do a lap of this floor just to kind of see what's happening. Okay, that tells me everything I needed to know. Okay, so let's Magaru. Okay, yeah, the chef-looking guys are apparently immune to magic, by the looks of things. But hey, we got rid of the rest. So now, actually, that's how I typically did my grinding. That's typically how I did my grinding to get better stuff. Not get better stuff, to get, like, persona ranks up a lot faster. I'd just find something that's immune to it. Like, I'd find something that's immune to it, and just kind of spam spells into it and have everyone else block. Okay, that's Lilim. Wait, we saw Lilim as a fusion. That's like level 21. So if nothing else, maybe it should be a pretty solid option for a, you know, what's the word for it? You know, for fighting to get a whole bunch of EXP. It absorbs that. That's good to know. Mudo does damage over time. I think they absorb magic. I'm pretty sure these absorb magic, yeah. Dead certain they absorb magic, yeah. Okay, yeah, 100%. That's locked in. They absorb magic. So let's just punch them, I suppose. What move was that? I didn't see the name on it. Either way, Naria should be able to do a decent amount here. Eriko can't currently do anything because they're a little bit too far back, but hey, we get a nice... okay, Hidehiko goes up to level 16. Honestly, I do kind of wish he would naturally get more vitality via level up, but hey, what can we do about that? The answer is we can actually give him a persona that might help him with that, but hey, we can do that when we get new personas for people, can't we? Okay, let's just try to get through most of these things and then be on our way. So we have two ogres, a Lilim, and I don't remember what this last thing's called. I don't remember what the weird bird thing's called. Okay, Yukino should probably level up from this if nothing else. Tofei and Lilim. If nothing else, I feel pretty confident in saying I definitely do not level up from this. Okay, so Eriko is poisoned, and Naria just died, so that's bad. People who have them, please use guns. That was pretty bad, actually. Oh, this is going really badly. Okay, thank you, Hidehiko. Well, Yukino and Ayase leveled up, I suppose. Okay, Ayase is level 17. My level distribution is currently atrocious, and I kind of hate it. But hey, I can fix it as I go through the game. Okay, so, right. Let's go in and try this boss fight. I don't think I'm gonna win, but I'm gonna try it. Well, here we are. Right, Kumi? Sorry to keep you waiting, but we're here now to straighten you out. So you did come. You fools. You can't see outside the bounds of reality. You can't grasp or accept the paradise of dreams. Kumi, I don't know what to say. It really tears me up having to fight a cutie like you. But I gotta. But I have to. For truth, justice, and the St. Hermelin way. Plus, I gotta show off all these wicked skills I know. Like, whatever. Us five can take a nerd like you any day. Now's the time to apologize if you're gonna. Judging of us by their appearances only proves how foolish you are. Sir Hypnos, help me. Defeat them, please. So, this is where we have our boss fight. Could that be Kumi's persona? The Hypnos we met in the dream world wasn't a product of her dream. Sir Hypnos, they've invaded my dream to bully me. Please, crush them. If she's a persona user, then there's no need to pull our punches. Alright guys, here we go. Okay, boss fight time. Allow me to teach you the wonders of the dream world, an eternal slumber from whence there is no awakening. Yeah, right, in your dreams, pal. Okay, so, if I recall correctly, this boss is actually immune to magic. So I'm not even going to take my chances on that. I'm not going to waste my time with that. I'm just going to go for all-out damage as fast as I can. Set up Rakukaja and then have everyone else just go to work. Fortunately for me, Eriko could come in super clutch here, because if I recall correctly, also Hidehiko got a big crit in there. Also, yeah, I don't actually remember how much damage they do. Let's try a spin kick, because if nothing else, it sounds like it would be funny just to have a Persona do a spin kick. And I might as well set up a second Rakukaja. I don't know how that works. I don't know if it does anything, but hey. Wait! Dark Slumber must not be an actual fire move. Also, that put most of my party to sleep. Okay, that spin kick simultaneously looked kind of funny and also did a lot less than I expected it to. Okay, so he has 1 degree of all status ailments for everyone. I think... No, wait, that wouldn't do all that much. Honestly, I think I'll just have Naria and Eriko just kind of throw hands for a bit and just try to have... Actually, I'll have Naria attack and I'll have Eriko try to keep on support and keep people awake. Because Eriko is now the only person who is awake. Naria should wake up next turn. So I'll heal Naria, because honestly, he's more important to me in this fight. Like, Naria is way more important for me in this fight than Ayase is. Like, if I have to lose anyone, it's Ayase. Because, realistically, she is the highest level, so if she doesn't get EXP, it's not that big of a deal. And she also does the most damage. She doesn't do the most damage because all of her damage comes from magic, and she doesn't have access to her magic currently. But on the plus side, almost everyone is awake now, so Ayase can actually go back to doing, she can do a tiny amount, she can go back to doing her tiny amount of damage, and now Eriko can heal Hidehiko, I think. Okay, Flurry Stab nearly kills Naria, but nearly and actually does are 2 very different things, and that is a very important detail, because now I can have Yukino heal Naria. Ayase can use a medicine. Ayase can use a medicine to heal Eriko. Eriko can do a regular hit, and Hidehiko can do a regular hit. Okay, Naria died. That's pretty bad. However, I do have Revival Beads. I have Revival Beads available, so I'll have Yukino attack. I'll have Ayase use a Revival Bead on Naria. Eriko can attack, and Hidehiko can attack, and I think I should be okay. And, of course, Eriko missed the one time I said that. Also, I should note, so, depending on the order in which you do the towers, the bosses will be the same, but they might be stronger or weaker. And also, each tower has a certain action you can do that will make the boss easier or harder. For example, because we woke Kumi up, because we pinched her in the dream, that makes this boss fight, I think it jumped the level up by like 10 or something. Obviously we don't get the full level on it, but I think the wiki says as this boss is normally like level 31 or something, and this jumped it up to 41. I might be wrong on that, I might be messing up the numbers, but hey, like, that's still quite a jump, you know? Okay, Domina puts those 2 to sleep. Big crit. Hidehiko only hit 2 of those 5 strikes, which isn't great for me. But honestly, as long as Yukino's just at the back, she's pretty safe and can just heal people whenever. So realistically, I think I'm in a good position to win this fight now. It'll still take me a little while, but I think I win here. Unless it does like one big move. Like, unless it does a big move and hits everyone, I think I should be pretty much in the clear. Honestly, Hidehiko is probably going to be the MVP here just for how much damage he does. You know, because he hits like 5 times each turn. Well, he hits between 2 and 4 times each turn, I think. And, of course, I say that and he immediately does less. We got, that was what, Terra, I think, on Naria? So let's see, what does that do? No, that's Analyze. There we go. Terra, may flee from battle or from... Okay, may flee from battle, that can't happen because we are in a boss fight. And the game actually won't let you run from boss fights. Okay, so let's just attack with everyone again. I love how, because I can't really use magic, Ayase is kinda just here. Okay, Yukino's asleep, so Eriko needs to heal people, I think. Or I can do the smart thing and actually have Ayase heal people, because Ayase can't really do anything else, because even her attacks only do like 10 damage. So I might as well just have everyone else patch people up. And Yukino doesn't do a whole lot of damage either. Basically, this fight is Yukino and Ayase are kind of just on support. Eriko is periodically on support. And then Hidehiko, Eriko, and Naria kind of just do the actual fighting. Also, basically, pretty important thing for me to note. Eriko is kind of insane with her base persona. And by that I mean her entire arcana, because in this game, resistances and things aren't based on your individual persona, but on the arcana itself. And because Eriko is on Judgment, her personas are kind of insane. And for example, Judgment in this game it nulls all magic, basically. So she pretty much just can't take magic damage for the entire game. She is weak to physical damage, but she basically won't take any damage from magic, and that's kind of insane. Okay, so let's have Naria attack, Yukino. Actually, I'll have Yukino actually attack now. Ayase can just do a regular attack. Eriko will heal Yukino this turn. Because, unfortunately, because I've had Yukino primarily on support, I don't think the game actually counts as her having done much in the fight. Which honestly is a little bit stupid, because realistically she's been the main support here. I mean, realistically, you know, that's standard games though, isn't it? Just being like, hey, the support didn't do much. The support never getting credits. And we went fantastic. And everyone gets a lot of EXP because that was a boss, and obviously Eriko and Hidehiko get the most. And to the surprise of, yeah, Ayase not getting much is understandable. But yeah, some people got like 2 free levels there. That's huge. So now, yeah, we got 2 levels on Naria there. So let's put 1 point into everything, and then a second. Yep, let's just balance out all the stats. Actually, no. Okay, so I'll put 1 point into everything. Then I'll put that bonus point into dexterity, I think. Because obviously luck isn't that important to me. Then we got a level up there. Ayase goes to 18, Eriko goes to 18, and Hidehiko also goes to 18. Fantastic! You're done. That precious prince of yours, the persona your heart made, is gone. You want to keep going at it? Suits me either way. No, she's kinda done. So, this is it. There's no place for me anywhere. Not in the real world, or the dream world. I have to flee my own dream. An easy win, thanks to me. Although, it kinda left a bad taste in the mouth. Woo! We won! Ha! In your face, well? Had enough yet? You're all so strong. If only I was like you. I might have ignored the Snow Queen mask and went on with my life. But I just blamed everyone else and I went to my safe place and nursed my grudge. I acted just like the people that I blamed for everything. Kumi, now that you acknowledge your weakness, you're no longer weak. A dream is an oasis in one's soul. It quenches the thirst of travelers exhausted from life's journeys. But pleasant though the oasis may be, the travelers must continue the journey. You must all cross the desert of reality, no matter how harsh it becomes. Thank you, everyone. I wish friends like you were there for me back then. I'll always remember you. Thank you, and goodbye. So with that, the Hypnos Tower is complete. And we now get Mirror Shard number 3. So we are now officially a quarter of the way there. Kumi Hirose wasn't so bad, really. She was a victim of the mask. It twisted her. Well, let's go back. We gotta save Miss Psycho. We have 2 more towers left to do. But we've now conquered the Hypnos Tower. And now these 2 are here. So these are Raiho and Reiho, I think. So let's quickly talk to them all. Let's quickly talk to them. Hee-ho! We transferred to this he-school from Devil's Peak Ho behind that door. He-ho, he's so cool and comfy ho over here. School's pretty fun, isn't it, Ray Ho? Yeah, it's alright, ho. Think we'll make a he-100 friends? I doubt it. He-huh? Okay, yeah. Also, I should note, this one, Raiho, this little guy, that's a Raido Kuzunoha joke. He's dressed like a Raido Kuzunoha. Hey, check out those little weirdos. We keep seeing hee-ho, hee-ho. Oh my gosh, look at those dolls. They look so cute. Okay, Jack Frost is kind of adorable. How many mirror shards have we got so far? Can I see the frame? Yeah, so that is 3 out of 5. Not out of 5, out of 12. Oh, Jack Frosts. Careful, their outrightly adorable appearance is a ruse to lure people in. Then they use their icy breath to freeze their unsuspecting prey. Okay, so with that, we are now officially done with the Hypnos Tower. I'm going to end off today's episode here, and then... well, I'll end off today's episode here, then I'll go and save. If so, I'll probably start back in the infirmary or somewhere else next time. Anyway, I might even go to Devil's Peak and do a little bit of grinding. I don't know. I'll see how it goes. Anyway, I'm going to end off today's episode here. As always, feel free to leave a comment and click any buttons down below if you feel so inclined. And I will hopefully see you all next time for more Persona. Okay, thanks for watching. Later.